Hey everyone, Tom here from Eisenhart Productions. Today I want to count down my top 10 most anticipated films for 2024. There's a lot of great movies that are set to come out this year, but I wanted to highlight a few that I am most excited for, and hopefully some of these turn out to be good. Hopefully. Number 10, The Fall Guy. First on the list is The Fall Guy. This movie stars literally me, who plays a stuntman who is drafted back into service when the star of a mega-budget studio movie, which is being directed by his ex, goes missing. It's loosely based off an action-adventure TV show that aired in the 80s that goes by the same name. The director of this film, David Leitch, has a great eye for blending action with comedy, as he has directed movies like Bullet Train and Deadpool 2. The trailer for this movie looks like it'll be tons of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing myself on the big screen again. Number 9, Joker 2. Originally, I wasn't really looking forward to a Joker sequel. However, when I heard that it was going to be a musical and that Lady Gaga was going to play Harley Quinn, I became very intrigued. Joker worked great as a standalone film that wasn't connected to a larger film universe. So the fact they are taking this sequel in a vastly different direction, I think, will benefit it greatly. I'm excited to see how this movie will turn out, and I'm hoping it will tread new ground instead of just being a rehash of what we already saw in the first film. Also, I think it's smart that DC just drops one film this year since they had so many duds back in 2023. Number 8, Dune Part 2. Dune was one of the big movies of 2021, and the fact that they left the story incomplete makes this one of the most anticipated movies of 2024. That paired with the absolutely stacked cast, I think this has potential to live up to the hype it has built. Personally, I've never read the Dune books, but the first Dune movie definitely hooked me into this world and the characters. I'm really excited to see Space Elvis. Also, have you seen the Dune Lego set? It looks awesome. 2024 is the year of the worm. Number 7, The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. I think Lord of the Rings films are perfect, so I'm somewhat against spin-off material. I was not a big fan of Rings of Power, and the rumors of a reboot of the series has me worried. However, I feel as though this movie has potential to be great. It's going to be animated and focuses on a period in Middle-earth we haven't seen yet. Similar to my thoughts on the Joker sequel, I think taking the franchise in a new, interesting direction will benefit this project. I have hope for this movie, and I think as long as they do something original with the property, it could result in a solid movie. Number 6, Untitled Jordan Peele Movie. I debated putting this one on the list since so little is known about the project. However, Jordan Peele has quickly become one of my favorite filmmakers, and I have complete faith in any project he puts out. Jordan Peele has a great eye for talent as well, so I'm curious who's going to be casted in the film. He is amazing at blending horror with comedy as shown in his previous films, which is why I like his movies so much. Sadly, this film may be delayed due to the writer's strike from last year, but I'm still holding out hope it will come out in 2024. Number 5, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I have mixed feelings about this movie. The trailer for this movie has me hooked as I think it looks great. The only downside for this movie is that both Matt Reeves and Andy Serkis are not returning, and they were crucial for the other Planet of the Apes movies working so well. That trilogy of new Planet of the Apes movies was so solid, and they left it off on such a good ending that it would be a shame if they tainted it with a lackluster sequel, similar to what happened with franchises like Indiana Jones. This new Planet of the Apes movie has potential to be great, but I could easily see it becoming a disappointment. Number 4, Drive Away Dolls. We've been deprived of Coen Brothers content for a while now. Even though only one Coen brother is helming this film, it still has me excited to see it. The trailer feels like it captures that classic Coen Brothers quirky comedy. It's a road trip movie gone awry with a talented cast of both up-and-coming actors and seasoned veterans. My only concern is that it's releasing early in the year, and that's when studios usually drop their trash movies. Hopefully this is not the case with this movie. If this movie is bad, I will burn my driver's license and walk into the wild. Mark my words. Number 3, Mickey 17. It's a science fiction movie directed by Bong Joon-ho and stars Robert Pattinson, Stephen Yeun, and Toni Collette. I mean, how can you not be excited? According to your high school English teacher's least favorite source, it's an adaptation of a science fiction novel by Edward Ashton, which follows the story of Mickey 17, an expendable who is a disposable employee on a human expedition sent to colonize the ice world of
Nibelheim, Nibelheim, Nibelheim.
Niflheim. After one iteration dies, a new body is regenerated with most of his memories intact. I mean, that just sounds amazing. Cannot wait to see it. Number 2, Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 has been a long time coming, and we're finally getting it this year. Just like my thoughts with DC, I think it's smart that this is Marvel's only release for 2024. That's not counting the Sony Marvel movies, since those don't really matter anyways. We've been really burnt out on superhero movies, so just having a handful in 2024 will be a good change of pace. The last 2 Deadpool movies were really good in my opinion, and having Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine in this movie will be lots of fun to see. It'll also be great to see these 2 actors bounce off each other, as Hugh Jackman has great comedic muscles he hardly gets to flex. It's crazy to think that last Deadpool movie came out in 2018. That's a long time in between sequels, so hopefully they can still capture that magic they had with the first 2 films. Lastly, my most anticipated film for 2024 is Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Fury Road is one of my favorite movies of all time, and if this movie is even a fraction as good as it, then I will definitely love it. We got cars, we got explosions, we got Chris Hemsworth doing a funny voice. I mean, what's not to love?
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines!
George Miller has proved himself with bangers such as Fury Road and Happy Feet, so I have lots of faith in this film. This movie has been in production hell for a while, so I'm glad it finally gets to see the light of day. I saw some people complaining about the CGI in the comments of the trailer, and to that I say, so that's my list. What films are you most excited to see in 2024? Thanks for watching, and see you next time.